Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. We're excited to have you here with us today as we explore the world's largest fireworks and firecrackers production and trade. Please ensure that you watch this video until the very end, as we have something extraordinary to reveal to you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started.
这是我们红炮的第一套工序，叫做卷筒。看到了红炮的第二套工序，这个叫把它用模具套起来，方便下一步的加工。
The world's largest production hub for firecrackers and fireworks is Liuyang, located in the Hunan province of China. Liuyang is known as the fireworks capital of the world, and is home to numerous factories and production facilities that manufacture a large percentage of the world's firecrackers and fireworks. The city has a long history of fireworks production, dating back to the Tang dynasty over 1,300 years ago. Today, Liuyang supplies fireworks for major events and celebrations around the world. Including Chinese New Year, 4th of July in the United States, and Diwali in India. Its domestic sales of fireworks account for 50% of the national total, and its export value for fireworks comprises 60% of this total. According to the UN Comtrade database, the U.S. imported 203.7 million kilograms of fireworks last year, almost 99% of which, or 201.4 million kilograms, came from China. In monetary terms, the U.S. imported $803 million worth of fireworks in 2022, with Chinese bottle rockets, Roman candles and other fireworks worth $786 million brought into the country. Now, let's discover how the production process of firecrackers and fireworks operates. Chinese firecrackers have a rich history and are an integral part of Chinese culture. They date back thousands of years and were initially used as a means to scare away evil spirits and bring good luck during festivals and celebrations. Over time, firecrackers became synonymous with Chinese New Year celebrations. The manufacturing process of Chinese firecrackers involves several steps, starting from the selection of raw materials to the final packaging. Here is a detailed description of the manufacturing process. 1. Raw material selection. The primary ingredient for firecrackers is gunpowder, which is a mixture of sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate. These materials are carefully selected based on their purity and quality, as they directly impact the performance of the firecracker. 2. Gunpowder preparation. The sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate are measured in specific proportions and then mixed together thoroughly. This mixture is crushed and ground into a fine powder, ensuring a homogeneous composition. 3. Firecracker constructions. The construction of firecrackers involves three components: the casing, the fuse, and the gunpowder. The casing is usually made of rolled paper or thin cardboard. The fuse is a thin cord made from cotton, coated with gunpowder. The gunpowder is formed into small pellets. 4. Filling the casings. The casing is filled by hand or by using machinery. A small amount of gunpowder pellet is placed inside the casing, and then the fuse is carefully inserted into the gunpowder pellet. The casing is then twisted at one end to seal it. 5. Drying and solidifying. The filled casings are left to dry for some time, allowing the gunpowder to solidify and bond with the casing. This step ensures that the firecracker will burn and explode properly. 6. Packaging. Once the firecrackers have dried and solidified, they are packaged into bundles or boxes. Traditionally, red paper is used for packaging, symbolizing good luck and prosperity. 7. Quality control. Before releasing the firecrackers into the market, they undergo rigorous quality control checks. Random samples are tested for safety, performance, and compliance with regulations to ensure that they meet required standards. It is important to note that the manufacture and usage of firecrackers should always adhere to local laws and safety guidelines to prevent accidents and injuries. Chinese firecrackers continue to be enjoyed by millions of people worldwide and remain an iconic symbol of festivities and joy in Chinese culture. Now, let's turn to the production process of fireworks. Chinese fireworks have a long and fascinating history, dating back over 1,000 years. China is considered the birthplace of fireworks, and they play a significant role in various celebrations and cultural events. The manufacture of Chinese fireworks involves a complex process that requires precision, expertise, and adherence to safety measures. Here is a detailed description of the manufacturing process. How to make fireworks. Metering. Various chemicals are used to make fireworks, and each company has its own recipe. Measure the raw materials carefully so that there is no error. Sift the measured raw materials by type. Mix the ingredients carefully. Sift again to mix completely. This work is very dangerous. Be careful of impact, friction and static electricity. Combustion tests must be carried out. The blending work will be done on sunny days with low humidity. Making star. Stars are the most important in making fireworks. Apply chemicals to a small ball of about 2 mm in a rotating drum. And apply dry chemicals alternately with water-soluble chemicals alternately. When it grows to about 0.5 millimeters, dry it in the sun. Repeat this work over and over again to make the stars bigger little by little. It takes long time. Packing. Put the completed stars evenly in the shell. Sometimes it's a fine job to use tweezers. After arranging the stars, carefully align the two shells. Can't afford to fail. Pasting. By putting it on many layers, the shell is strengthened and the fireworks explode greatly. But they can only paste 2 layers of craft paper at a time. It needs to be dried. Put it on and dry it repeatedly. Fireworks won't explode in a beautiful round shape unless it dries enough. And the completed fireworks will wait in the warehouse until the actual performance. rolling tubes. This machine is capable of making both inner tubes and outer tubes. The tubes are then bundled and left to dry in a sunshed. The tubes are bundled in a specific shape and placed in this machine to be pressed with clay. The tubes are then manually combined to form cakes. Holes are punched and the fuse is filled manually. This machine is semi-automatic and is used for combining the cakes. Rolling stars by Star Roller Machine. Next, the machine is used to make pellets. The stars are dried. And powder is filled into the components. Lift charge is filled using a tool and the paper disc is pressed by hand. Labels are then pasted on the products. Finally, the containers are loaded. Before launching a large-scale fireworks display, several important preparations need to be taken into consideration. These preparations typically involve legal requirements, safety measures, logistics, and securing the necessary resources. Here is a step-by-step guide on what to prepare before launching a large-scale fireworks show. 1. Obtain necessary permits. First and foremost, determine the legal requirements for hosting a fireworks display at your chosen venue. Contact the appropriate local authorities, such as the fire department, police department, or relevant government agency, to understand the permits needed and any specific regulations. 2. Select a suitable venue. Choose a venue that meets the safety requirements for fireworks. Ensure the area is spacious enough to accommodate the spectators at a safe distance from the firing zone. 3. Conduct site inspection. Before the event, conduct a thorough inspection of the venue to identify any potential hazards, obstructions, or risks. Remove any flammable materials, ensure proper accessibility for emergency services, and mark boundaries for spectators. 4. Hire professionals. Large-scale fireworks displays should be handled by experienced pyrotechnicians or professional fireworks companies. These experts possess the necessary licenses, knowledge, and skills to design, set up, and execute a successful event while adhering to safety standards. 5. Set a budget. Establish a budget for the entire fireworks display. This budget should include costs for hiring professionals, purchasing fireworks, safety equipment, insurance, permits, venue rental, and any other necessary expenses. 6. Design the display. Work closely with the fireworks professionals or pyrotechnicians to plan the display. Discuss your vision, preferences, and any specific effects you want to incorporate. Consider creating a diverse and visually stunning show by combining an array of fireworks types, colors, sizes, and heights. 7. Ensure safety measures. Prioritize safety by providing adequate protective equipment for the pyrotechnician crew, such as fire-resistant clothing, helmets, goggles, and gloves. Confirm that they are well trained in fire safety protocols and have a fully equipped first aid station on site. 8. Coordinate with local authorities. Inform the local authorities, including the fire and police departments, about the event to ensure they are aware and can provide necessary assistance if required. Obtain any additional permissions or security arrangements, if necessary. 9. Communicate with the community. Notify local residents, businesses, and community organizations about the fireworks display. Inform them about the date, time, and duration of the event, as well as any road closures or potential noise disturbances. Address any concerns they may have and ensure their safety and cooperation. 10. Establish crowd control measures. Determine how you will manage the crowd and ensure their safety during the event. Set up barriers, security personnel, and clearly marked entry and exit points. Consider hiring additional staff or volunteers to assist with crowd control and emergency evacuation procedures. 11. Secure necessary equipment. Arrange for transportation, storage, and setup of the fireworks. Ensure that all safety equipment, such as fire extinguishers, sand buckets, and water hoses, are readily available. Test the launch site and ensure that all electronic firing systems are in working order. 12. Sound and light testing. Schedule a testing session before the actual event to gauge the impact of the fireworks on the surrounding area. Consider factors such as noise levels, light pollution, and environmental impact. Adjust the schedule or types of fireworks if necessary. 13. Insurance and liability coverage. Obtain the required liability insurance coverage to protect your organization or event from any accidental damage or injury that may occur during the fireworks display. Fireworks work by using a combination of different chemicals and explosives to create a controlled explosion. Inside a firework shell, there is typically a mixture of gunpowder, color-producing chemicals, and a fuse. When the fuse is ignited, it ignites the gunpowder inside the shell, causing it to explode. As the gunpowder explodes, it creates a burst of energy that propels the color-producing chemicals into the air. These chemicals then react with the heat and pressure of the explosion to create the vibrant colors and shapes that we see in fireworks displays. Additionally, fireworks can also contain other special effects, such as crackling or glittering effects, which are achieved by adding different types of chemicals or materials to the firework composition. The intricate combination of chemicals and explosives inside a firework shell is what allows it to produce the dazzling and mesmerizing displays that we enjoy watching. The vibrant and dazzling colors of fireworks are a result of the intricate chemistry behind their composition. Different chemicals are used to produce different colors, and their combinations create the stunning visual display that we associate with fireworks. Here are some key chemicals and their corresponding colors in fireworks. 1. Strontium salts. When strontium salts are heated, they emit a deep red color. For example, strontium carbonate or strontium nitrate are commonly used in red fireworks. 2. Barium salts. Barium compounds, like barium nitrate, produce a vibrant green color when ignited. 3. Copper compounds. Copper chloride or copper carbonate are used to create blue or green colors in fireworks, depending on their oxidation state. Copper compounds are often mixed with other elements to achieve various shades of blue and green. 4. Sodium compounds. Sodium salts, such as sodium nitrate or sodium chloride, are responsible for producing bright yellow colors in fireworks. 5. Calcium salts. Calcium compounds, like calcium chloride or calcium carbonate, emit an intense orange glow when ignited. 6. Potassium compounds. Potassium compounds, such as potassium chlorate or potassium nitrate, produce a purple or violet color. Combining potassium with other elements can generate different shades of purple. 7. Strontium and copper mixtures. A combination of strontium and copper compounds can produce a beautiful pink hue. In addition to these color-producing chemicals, other elements such as magnesium, aluminum, and titanium are commonly used to create white or silver sparks in fireworks. The color emitted by each chemical is due to the excitation and subsequent relaxation of electrons in the atoms or ions. When heat is applied to these compounds, the electrons move to higher energy levels excitation, and upon returning to their original energy levels, they release energy in the form of light, which we perceive as different colors. By carefully selecting and mixing the right combination of chemicals, pyrotechnicians can create a mesmerizing display of colors in fireworks, providing a visual treat for our eyes during celebratory events. Now let's test various types of firecrackers and fireworks.
哦，怎么一个这么主？白天可以玩一些这些东西啊，冲天炮。这锻炼身体啊，这应该是一把打下去。哎，哦，哇，还深呀！这感觉没刚才这个这么，哎呦，哇，大一些，这，哦，哎，玩意这个转转的吧？哦，啊？哦，是。哦，还可以仙女散花。哇，这个可以。这个可以啊，这个挺久。哇！哇，这是烟花。看着不大，威力蛮大的，而且时间也挺长的。点这个音响的，这个就这样吗？还有。哇！你看那两边，这里面还有灯一样的流星花海。哇！这个声音不大。我们现在放下这个试试一个孙悟空翻跟斗。啊？这不翻呀？我。哦。哎，等 等一下。没事。哦，这样个翻法，这个很一般。我朋友说这个挺好看的。哇！这个应该是充电炮 Plus 啊。先来一个小的。哇！这个真的是 Plus 版本，这是烟花，不是那个东西啊。再明显。哦，啊，不是那个。哇！哦。我的天，这个我感觉也有一点危险。好了，我们今天又来放烟花，采菊烟花。哇，这个旋转的。
它是这样反的。
啊，它会旋转。哇！这个玩法可以啊，这和也是一样的，这个风火轮采菊也是这样的。吓一跳！啊，这个有问题啊！哇，加大照明弹。这个。加特林吗？5朵鲜花。哎呦我去！哇，仙女散花一样。啊，这款式不一样。哇！这个还可以啊，这个应该就点到这引线就可以了。研究了半天不知道点哪里。这个写的是手持的，但感觉手持有点危险，我们插这里吧。反正我发现越是花里胡哨的烟花越是血亏啊。哦吼！这个看着挺好看的，但是他叫我手持就有点过分了，金钱满地。哇，这不就大号的这个无敌风火轮吗？哦，我的天，这衣服的开心农场。哇，这个威力可以啊！哇！哇，这个5秒钟也没有，你还想看哪个？这个是吧？旋转惊喜。哇！它旋转的时间挺久的，彩莲炫舞，这又是转的，今晚转的有点多。哇！舞龙棒，这一定要舞起来，不舞起来就太浪费了。然后还剩一些啊，我们带回老家，然后包括这些玩手。也不影响。这个好看吗？哎呀！哎，在这里头帮忙。两个。
你追我。
玩一下这个3色跳猫。哦，好吓人啊！这个。哦，它每个颜色不一样，就是有点快。哇，这还是真的。哇， 彩虹白小仙女棒，你看很漂亮，很漂亮。这个感觉威力也没那么大。飘走。现在我们发现这个七彩灯笼，这个蛮贵的，难怪这么贵。它哦。 它这个就会旋转，这个七彩灯笼它就会旋转，这个好像好几十块钱啊！我感觉这个就是花里胡哨的，就是它普通的那个仙女棒做成这个奇奇怪怪的造型啊！看这个蜻蜓精灵啊！
哇哇，这个好看！
啊，我还有这个弹筒啊！这个弹筒玩到后面，它就冒这种小星星。我一开始玩不了多久啊，我烫我一下，哎，后面一直冒这种小星星。 开心旋转，
哎呦，
好快这个，
这是什么？不知道。
这个好水啊！这个太水。
是不是你搞反啦？
啊，搞反了吗？
你应该把这样子倒着。
这样。
你试一下看。
这不是一样吗？这不是爆竹吧？要拿着。
我怕是爆竹哎。
算了，这个我不玩，感觉是爆竹。小朋友太多了，怕吓到他们。子弹头。 哇，这个一跳一跳的，跟刚才前面那个什么好相似啊！坦克，战地坦克，来玩坦克了，哦。这个时间久一点，
我是点这里的，
真的是个人才。
你猜错了，我以为点这里。
Now let's see the production line of various types of firecrackers and fireworks. Chinese lion dance is a traditional art form originating from China and is widely performed during festive occasions and celebrations, especially during the Chinese New Year. It is a highly energetic and lively performance that combines music, dance, and acrobatics. The dance involves performers dressed in a lion costume made of intricate designs and vibrant colors. The costume is usually made of a lightweight frame covered in colorful fabric or fur, with a large lion head complete with fierce-looking eyes, a moving mouth, and flapping ears. The lion head is often operated by two performers who skillfully mimic the lion's movements and expressions. Accompanied by the rhythmic beat of drums, cymbals, and gongs, the lion dancers move in a dynamic and synchronized manner, imitating various lion actions such as pouncing, rolling, and even climbing. The dancers display remarkable acrobatic skill, showcasing flips, jumps, and somersaults while maintaining the character and spirit of the lion. In some performances, the lion may interact with other performers or even members of the audience, engaging in playful interactions. The lion dance signifies good luck, fortune, and protection against evil spirits. The dance is often performed in front of businesses, homes, or temples to bring auspiciousness and drive away negative energies. It is believed that the dance can attract good fortune and prosperity to the individuals or establishments it visits. The lion dance is not only a visual spectacle but also a performance steeped in cultural symbolism and tradition. It reflects elements of Chinese mythology and folklore, as it often portrays the interaction between the lion and other characters, such as the Fuo, a mythical creature representing happiness and blessings. Overall, the Chinese lion dance is a captivating and festive performance that represents the rich cultural heritage of China. It brings joy, excitement, and a sense of tradition to both performers and spectators, making it a cherished and celebrated tradition during various festivities and ceremonies. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time and attention. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like, comment and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. We look forward to seeing you again soon.